Do you feel unorganized, unaccomplished, or like you're not even close to the girl you wanted to become in 2025? Well, if you do relate to any of that, listen to this. You need to let go of the idea that a year has to be perfect in order for you to grow. It doesn't mean you're failing. You still have time to make massive changes in your life in the last weeks of 2025. I used to end every single year feeling chaotic, unaccomplished, overwhelmed, directionless, and really just so frustrated because I didn't reach all of my goals and I didn't manage to do the things I desperately wanted to do since the beginning of the year. However, once I learned to not be so hard on myself, and once I learned that I don't need a full year to do something, I can make massive changes in just 30 days even, everything changed. And my life, my confidence, and all of my daily routines changed completely with that as well. So today I'm showing you how to make positive improvements in your life before 2026. First of all, you need to look at your current goals and evaluate where you're at. Even if you haven't reached all of the goals there, it is fine. Don't beat yourself up over it. You still have next year. There's no need to be frustrated. However, take a look at the goals and prioritize them. Which ones have the highest priority? Which one do you really want to still reach this year? Choose and pick a few. You cannot do 10,000 things at once. However, if you choose 1 to 3 goals, you might as well just reach them until the end of the year. Have this done, make a plan for the last couple of days. 30 days or whatever amount of days you have is enough. You can do so much in that time if you just focus and you allocate your energy wisely. Don't just do random stuff, but make a plan for how to reach every single one of those goals. So take the goal that you want to reach, think about what needs to get done in order to reach the goal, then plan it. Put that all in your calendar. You need a plan and you need an aligned plan. Otherwise, you're just gonna be dilly-dallying around, especially now that we're getting close to the end of the year. It is so important to journal. Journaling helps you get aligned on what you want. It helps you get to know yourself better. It helps you set better goals and align your daily routine with the life you want to have. And if you need guidance on that, check out my Change Your Life Planner because it's gonna help you do exactly that. Declutter your space. It's so hard to let go of things, I know, but it's also hard to live with a bunch of clutter around you. Clean space, clear mind. You know what I say? A fun challenge that I've been trying recently is to go either into my wardrobe or around my apartment and say, I'm gonna throw 5 things away. And you know, no matter what happens, I need to find 5 things. Another thing that I saw people do, but I haven't personally tried it yet, however, I do think it's a good idea, is the 1 in, 1 out idea. So for instance, if I don't even speak Spanish. If you buy a t-shirt, then you also need to throw 1 piece of clothing away. And that ensures that you don't collect a bunch of stuff that you're not gonna use. And while you're at it, also do a digital declutter. This includes delete emails, unsubscribe from spammy email list, not from mine. I wouldn't spam you, I wouldn't dare to. Maybe create some little folders where you can organize your emails. I've started doing that and it actually does help. Create those tags if you use Gmail. Then also go on Instagram, go on TikTok, unfollow people who don't make you feel good about yourself. You need to curate your digital space as well, and you also need to clean it out every now and then. This also means deleting files, like digital files. Also, I mean, throw out some of your actual files as well if you don't need them. Don't throw out your birth certificate, obviously. Delete some digital files. There's so much crap. Even on my laptop, if I go to my downloads, it's just a mix of random stuff. I have university stuff. I have editing stuff. I have pictures that I sent to my laptop for some reason. It's too much. I can never find anything there. I also need to organize this. If you want to become your best self, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also check out my newsletter because I give you a bunch more advice over there as well. And then next up, cancel subscriptions. There are things we don't need. And sometimes you don't need a subscription. Genuinely think about everything that you're subscribed to. Do you actually use it? If you do, and if you think it's an addition to your life, then okay, go for it, sure. But if it's something you just don't do or don't watch, then unsubscribe. The past couple of days, I decided to let go of one of the streaming services. I actually have been downsizing on the streaming services that I subscribe to, and I'm only gonna have one now, which I feel like is enough because I barely watch anything. If I do watch something, it's YouTube, and so for me it just doesn't make sense to have a bunch of streaming services. Go into your wardrobe and sell clothing and throw clothing away. Take a good look at everything that you have and be really honest with yourself, because there are so many things that we keep because we like them, but we don't wear them. If you haven't worn it in the past 6 months, throw it out. You're not gonna suddenly wear it again. If it's in a condition you would also buy it in, sell it. Otherwise, don't sell it, please don't be one of those people. Throw it away or donate it. But if it has stains, if it's ripped, throw it away. Wash your makeup brushes. This is your reminder right now to wash your makeup brushes. You know what? Take this video with you wherever you are. Go to the bathroom or wherever you keep your makeup brushes. No, you actually do need the bathroom because you need a sink for this. Start washing and do this until we reach the end of the video. You're gonna probably manage to do all of the brushes until then. It's one thing that you should genuinely be doing, I think, once a week, once a month. What is it? I need to look up the official guidelines of this. I know we all need to do it probably way more often than we actually do it, but this is the perfect moment. This is your sign. You need to start the year with clean makeup brushes. And while you're at it, go into your makeup collection and throw out things that are expired. There's this little symbol. It's usually on the back or on the tag of the makeup items. It says how long it's gonna be valid for. And you know, if you've had a highlighter for like 5 years, it's probably expired. If you do want to clean it, I know that you can clean it by spraying it with 96% alcohol or whatever you call it in your country. You know, like the pure alcohol. You can do that. Or otherwise, you know, I've decided to throw out a bunch of things because I don't wear them anymore. And also I might be afraid to like put that close to my eyes because expired stuff is just not good. Next thing I need you to do is to track your finances. If you haven't done it yet, if you don't have a tracker yet, if you don't know how much money is in your bank account, this is the moment to do it. You need to know. Financials are kind of a taboo. However, being financially stable is a really important topic, and it is something that people need to talk about more. What I find pretty shocking is that a lot of people don't know how much debt they have. They don't know how much salary they're getting. They don't know what is in their bank account currently. And of course, if you don't know those things, it's gonna be hard to save. It's gonna be hard to allocate your money. I always look into every single account that I have at the end of the year. I check my investing accounts. I check my savings accounts. I have a tracker where I track my net worth. Actually, funny story. I did this in a tracker until last year and then it miraculously disappeared. And I found that for some reason my laptop just randomly deletes files if they're saved in the, what is the Apple Excel called? In that, and now it's gone. So this year I'm gonna have to like put my back into it and just fill out the entire tracker as best as I can. Maybe I'll try to find some historical data because I love seeing the progression. It's really interesting to see how much money you can actually save and invest and what the returns are, and it definitely helps if you want to become financially free. Also, if you haven't yet, set money aside for an emergency fund. This is, I feel like, especially important now because the job market is not doing great. Things are crazy. I have so many friends looking for jobs. I've also applied to some jobs, and yeah, it's not as easy as it was once. A lot of people are facing job instability, and for that reason especially, I mean, even if it weren't for those reasons, you need to have 6 months of your living expenses saved up in case something happens. Some people say it's 3 months. I feel like 3 months can be a bit too short of a time. You know, 6 months really allows you to have enough time to figure out your life if everything goes wrong. I know we don't like to think about these things, but what if you get fired? What if you still have to pay your bills but you don't have any money coming in? Like, what are you gonna do? You need time to figure stuff out, which is why it's important to have 6 months of expenses saved up. This will also just give you a peace of mind. Like, this is not just about doing the thing that the finance bros are telling us to do. This is about designing your life intentionally, and this also includes financial stability. And then as well, if you have money left over, if you can put aside money, I mean, I would really recommend to try your hardest to do this. Start investing. Money loses its value. Like, there is inflation. If you just have money sitting under your pillow or in your bank account, it's gonna lose its value day by day. This is just what happens with money. There are really low risk ways to invest. A lot of people buy ETFs. A lot of people just do the S&P 500 or the MSCI World. I made a video about investing. Maybe watch that if you want. Choose an investing strategy that is aligned with your goals, with also your tolerated risk level, because you hear a lot of people, for instance, talking about day trading this, day trading that. Well, if you want, for instance, to invest long term and you want to secure a pension fund, then maybe day trading is not the thing for you. However, if you love the thrill and the high risk, high reward type of thing, then sure, do it. I'm not going to tell you what to do and what to not do, but inform yourself. Like, do your research. Don't fall into any traps. Don't trust everyone you see on the internet. I'm also just a random girl talking here, so do your own research. always go to the gym. Enjoy the last month of peace. Honestly, I'm not a hater. I've seen gym influencers hate on people who start working out on January 1st. It's not a nice thing to do. However, I do have to say I hate how overcrowded gyms are in January. It gets better throughout the year. I think it also really depends on the gym. Create a Pinterest board for 2026. This is really important because this is the first step to creating a vision board. I treat making vision boards like the Olympics. It's my sport. I love it. It's so fun. It's so helpful. I have my vision board. It stays up the whole year. I look at it daily. It inspires me so much. It reminds me of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It gives me purpose. I love the whole process. I love being really intentional with the pictures that I pick out. I love taking the time and actually doing the arts and crafts of putting all the pictures onto the board. I love it. Not to spoil anything, but there's been a tradition on this channel that every single year I do make a really dedicated end of the year video where we reset together, we make the vision boards, it's vibey, it's fun. I'm just gonna say that I don't think I'm gonna be breaking the tradition this year. Subscribe. I'm joking. No, I'm not. Subscribe. And while you're already at it and you're picking out pictures, you're maybe creating your vision board, think about goals for the next year. Think about them in a smart way. What I see a lot of people do is they think about like 10,000 things that they want to do, and oftentimes these are not things that are actually aligned with them. For instance, they will set a goal because their friends are also setting that goal, or because they think it's like the socially correct thing to set this goal. I am all for people choosing unconventional paths, people dreaming big, people having different goals than other people. And so, for instance, if you want to be self-employed, but all of your friends are going into corporate, maybe your goal should not be to find a corporate job. Maybe the goal should be to finally have the courage to set up your own company. People oftentimes set goals for the wrong reasons, and I feel like now is the perfect time to think about what you actually want, what your goals should actually be based on. Update your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is a crazy place. Is it a nice place? I don't know, but it is an important place, and you do get a lot of connections through LinkedIn. If you don't have them yet, take some nice pictures, some simple pictures, maybe in front of a white background, with a nice shirt on, with like clean makeup, all of that. Take some LinkedIn worthy pictures and update your profile. Complete the education or the job experience part of the profile, make it look nice. Also, if you want to take one step further with the personal branding, make a website for yourself. I actually, funny story, I did this web design course a while ago, back when I was in high school. I actually know how to code. However, since I completed the course, I didn't write one line of code. No, I'm lying. I did, but for university, and it was in a different context. Now, I was looking into making websites and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to code again. I don't want to do this. However, we live in a day and age where it's so easy to make websites. You can literally tell an AI what to do and it will do it for you. It might make you the most boring, random ass website. However, it will get done. It's easier than ever. So if you've ever considered having one of those personal websites, this can be something nice. If you're looking for a job, for instance, and maybe you're looking for a creative job, it is a good idea to have one of these websites to display your portfolio on and to stand out from the crowd. Also, while we're at it, I'm just giving you signs in this video. Like, this video is just like, do this. If you've always wanted to create a YouTube channel, this is the moment. People oftentimes think, well, it doesn't really matter because everything is so oversaturated. It's not worth it to create a YouTube channel. You know what? Today is better than tomorrow. If this is your argument, then you should be creating your YouTube channel right now. You should start posting content right now. I do have a YouTube channel guide, which you can get. It's free. I'll leave it down below. It's gonna guide you through the process of actually starting. Pick 5 books that you're gonna read in the next year. And do you need recommendations? Because I've got them. Let's start with the first. You see, I still have to read like, I don't know, 20 pages of this. It's How Not to Be Wrong. I've never seen anyone talk about this. I don't even know how I found it. It is about math and about statistics and everything like that, but it is a fun way to like connect with math. I actually started reading this because I have math at university. I do a lot of math and statistics, and I didn't like it. I've always said I don't want to do anything relating to maths. I've come to the conclusion that maybe it's not that bad and it can be useful and it might be fun. Next, The Holy Grail, Power of Now. I love this book. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I wouldn't say that the writing is the best. I wouldn't say that everything makes sense, but this is a book that you need to read, and you might need to take some things with a grain of salt, but it is good. Like, it is amazing. It helps you overthink less and think about life in a different way. I absolutely love it. Like, look how battered this book is. Attached. Another holy grail. The science of relationships. It's amazing. It also has some like work sheets. It explains the concept of anxiously, avoidantly, and securely attached people, and it really helps you understand relationships. Another holy grail. Everything is a holy grail at this point. 101 essays that will change the way you think. I love this book so much. No words to describe it. It's just amazing. Why has nobody told me this before? I love Julie Smith. Like, I think even as a creator, she's amazing. She's so fun. So she is a psychologist, and so obviously this book is about psychology. It covers a bunch of different issues, I would say, like relationships, anxiety, stress. You know, it gives you a bunch of tools to calm down, to change your mindset a bit. It's almost like a therapy session in a book. As much as I do love books, I'm not gonna take this thing with me when I'm out and about in the city, because I don't have the space for it, and my shoulders are gonna cry. So because of that, you know what I always have on me? My phone. And I always make sure to have podcasts and audiobooks that I can listen to on the go. What I love doing is I love short form. I love reading their book guides. They also have podcasts on there, and they also have articles on there that you can either read or you can listen to them. Reconnect with someone you haven't talked to in a very long time. It's so easy to lose track of friends, especially now that everyone is getting busier and busier. Like, everyone is doing stuff, everyone has hobbies, which is really nice, but it's so easy to not talk with someone for half a year, not because you don't like them or you don't want to talk to them, but just because you haven't managed to get around to texting them. So text them. Make a list of people that you want to text, or just plan to text one person every single weekend or every single day. Start some conversations, make some plans to meet up with people, reconnect. Don't let those connections go to waste. But also, sorry to have to tell you this, but sometimes you also need to let people go. I'm a really big fan of burning bridges when bridges need to be burnt. When things are not okay, when someone is acting weird, when someone is being disrespectful, I'm the first person who's gonna say burn a bridge. Like, I love my friends, but I'm also not afraid of cutting ties with someone who's just not a good friend, or just not a good person. That's also sometimes necessary. And you don't want to go into the new year carrying around garbage with you. Leave the garbage in the last year. Do a health checkup. Need I say more? You need to take care of your health. There are appointments that we need to do every single year that are recommended to do sometimes even more often. You know, like dentist appointments, dermatologist appointments, gynecologist appointments, general practitioner appointments, get blood work done and have like your cholesterol levels measured. All of that. It's important. Don't neglect that. Curate a hot girl emergency kit for your bag, because there's nothing I hate more than being out and about in winter and having chapped lips, and then I'm looking into my bag and there are a bunch of things in there, but none of them are chapstick. None of them are the one thing that I need. And why does this happen? It's because I have a bunch of different bags, and one day I might take not the one that I had the day before, and so I actually need to move everything into that bag. And the solution that I found is to have one little pouch where I have everything inside. I have my lip balm, I have my tissues. Actually, I have so many things, but I prefer having this kit with me everywhere I go so that I don't have to suffer because my lips are chapped. I hate that feeling. And one last thing that you need to do for yourself, and this is so fun: do a reset day, do a spa day, do a day where you don't do anything else. You spend time with yourself, focusing on yourself, and you do things that are good for you. You take a hot bath, you do an everything shower, you do a nice face mask, you go out with your friend if you want to, you grab a coffee. One full day that's dedicated to you. Do all of the fun things that you like to do, because you deserve it, girl. And with that being said, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.